Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It's November 28th, and we're going to do a fig propagation update. So let's take a look, see what we got here. Now, it's been about 2 weeks since most of these have started, a little bit less on some. And we're going to look at a few of these that were started early and see how they're doing. This one was started on the 5th of this month. We can see a few little roots coming out right there, and a little bit out right there. Not quite ready where I pot them up, but it's getting close. Some of these are just starting to bud their leaves, so I'm sure they've got some roots, but a lot of them aren't showing yet to the edge. Now we'll go over here to some others. These here, there's this one and this one over here. These were both potted up. These were started the 5th too. They need to go out to the greenhouse and they need some water, but I'm going to wait another day. It's a little cool out there. Now I got this blue Texas Giant. This was one that I did some trading for last year. Was waiting on a little propagated fig that I traded another one for, but it's looks like it's doing okay. Now a lot of these, they're a little slower, but you can see we've got a lot of leaves coming out on some of these. We'll pull this one here out. You can see we've got a good bunch of roots starting in here. So this one is almost ready to pot up. We'll give it maybe a few more days. Same here. You can see the really getting active with the roots. And like I say, this was the 5th. So that's been about 23 days, a little over 3 weeks. And they're coming out. Now, some of these I've noticed when the leaves are dark, when they come out, I'll look at them and I don't see roots as quick on the ones that have dark leaves. But normally the ones that have the lighter colored leaves where they're fast growing, normally I'll see good roots coming off of them. I think they shoot the roots out first and then they start to shoot their leaves. This one here is kind of in between, so let's take a look at it. Most of those were LSU purples, and this here is LSU gold. It's no signs at the edge yet, but they are growing. A lot of these are not showing signs yet. Let's see, when were these? These were put in the 13th, so they're a little over a week behind the others. This here is a Canadria, and you can see it's got a root coming out right there, so it won't be long. This one will be ready to pot up. It's got a bunch more over here, down here at the bottom and on this side, and it's putting its leaf out. Now I like to, when I start seeing the leaves come out, I like to take and hold my plastic down. That way they don't stay as moist and they kind of get used to the condition once they're out of that real humid place. Some of these are just, they're quicker rooting. This is one of my compost figs, and I can't see any sign of roots yet on it. It won't be long, but this was the 5th when it was put out. But this leaves aren't as bright of a green as the other. Here's another compost fig. Not quite yet. It won't be long they'll get there. Now, this new method, which it holds a lot of moisture in here, but they can start drying out, and this is another of my compost figs, and it definitely isn't showing any sign. Now, none of the elderberries that we did in the last video have started yet, and we've still got a ways. We'll slowly start getting more and more of these awake. And taking a look down here, we got one starting out. Now this was the 13th too. They need about another week, I think, before they start showing up roots. We'll go ahead and put this plastic down, see if we can get this away from that. Let that leaf come on out, and it's budding out there, and it's budding on out. Now we've got some more. These are, I think, a little further along up here too. These were on the 13th. This is a Violet Day Bordeaux, and it's leafing, but there's no sign of roots coming out of them yet. But we should probably do another update here in a week. We'll do an update on some of these that we're potting up, and see how they're doing. We'll go back over here. This is a LSU purple here, and it's got a few roots coming out on it. We're going to go ahead and fold this down while we're over here. This is getting pretty active. It's putting out leaves, and they tend to not do as good if they've got the plastic up there against them. But this method here that I've started this year seems to be considerably better than last year, because I don't have to constantly monitor the water, and I don't have any fungal gnats. Now they might come in later. But I haven't seen any of them, because this kind of keeps the soil protected. Now I do have some more musclin mix and some cucumbers. Now if you say, what's he got cucumbers for? You know, this is the end of November. Well, my first set of late cucumbers in the greenhouse played out. We're going to see if we can put these in there and keep them with minimum heat like we do our citrus. Maybe just keep enough, put Christmas lights there, keep them warm enough so they'll hang in there. And then we have some herbs that we potted up. These will go out in the greenhouse. I just want to give them a little more time inside. Some of these cuttings here, these don't seem like they're going to be doing as good, but these I didn't do my cinnamon on them before I put them in, and it's possible that they've got a fungus or something that's going to rot them, but we'll see what happens. Now let's go inside the workshop and see the few that's in there. Now these were the first ones. Now this actually, this one I actually was trying to make holes, and this is why I don't make holes in this. It lets all the moisture out. What I'm going to do with this one here, this definitely has to be rooted in. I'll move this out to the greenhouse. When I do this move, I'll take the cellophane bag off. I've got a few of them that are leafing out. Now I've got some that's got algae inside the thing because of the light, but there's a couple more back there that are actually leafing out, and we'll see how this goes. But these were some of the first ones, and I don't think I did cinnamon on these, the cinnamon soap to begin with, so they could have a fungal problem. And you can see how our aloe vera is doing that we just took the pups off here. This one here may not make it. It's got one leaf there that's not doing all that great, but they all seem to be doing pretty good. It takes them a little bit to get acclimated and get roots on them, and so we'll follow along with these two. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this update. Thank you for watching. If you're into figs, you want to follow along, well, hit that subscribe, hit the bell, select all. Give her a big thumbs up and share this video. Enjoy that gardening experience.